Begin the morning by saying to yourself, I shall meet with the busybody, the ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, and unsocial. All these things happen to them by reason of their ignorance of what is good and evil. But I, who have seen the nature of the good that is beautiful, and of the bad that is ugly, and the nature of him who does wrong, that it is akin to me, not only of the same blood or seed, but that it participates in the same intelligence and the same portion of the divinity. I can neither be injured by any of them, for no one can fix on me what is ugly, nor can I be angry with my kinsman, nor hate him. For we are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of the upper and lower teeth, to act against one another that is contrary to nature, and it is acting against one another to be vexed and to be turned away.
Hey everyone, Warden here. Welcome to the first installation in my segment with Real Talk with Warden. Now, you may have, as you heard through the clip that I showed earlier in the video, I was reading from an excerpt called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, most specifically the first entrance in Chapter 2, or Book 2. What that excerpt talks about is not letting people get to you, especially the people that we all know are going to cause problems, the people that tend to make things complicated, especially in a social setting. Now, in Airsoft, we run into people like that, people that don't call their hits, cheaters, thieves, people just trying to give you a bad time. However, Marcus talks about this. He says that they can't hurt him. You apply this to yourself, they can't hurt you either. The way to go about this is preparing yourself mentally. You know you're going to get up in the morning and you're going to drive whatever distance you have to get to your field. And you're going to have to deal with people, both good and bad. You're going to run into them. There's no denying that. So you have to get your mind right before you get out there. And when push comes to shove and they start treating you like crap, giving you crap, making you trying to give them crap back, you have to refuse to do it. Don't act like them. Don't stoop down to their level, and don't give them the attention that they definitely don't deserve. You paid to be there, you're there to have a good time, and they're not worth it. Now, if you can just get them out of your mind, you can focus on having a better time and focus on the game and your gameplay. People are going to look at you, and they're going to see the example that you set. Friends, your team and teammates, the refs, maybe even a rival or two if you have any. But most importantly, people that are going to take notice are the new kids and the young players. They're going to look at you and they're going to see someone that not only kept their cool, but are in it for the game, not for the people that they encounter that try to ruin it for them. You teach them whether you want to or not. So the next time someone tries to give you crap, next time someone tries to call you out for something you didn't do, you remember who's watching. You focus on the game, not on the offense that person has caused you, and not on the grievance. Now, Airsoft is a high-intensity, high-adrenaline sport. It's a lot easier said than done to let it pass over you like water off a duck's back. But you got to keep going. You got to keep your mind straight. You got to keep your heart right. Now, you're going to play against this offender, there's no doubt. But when you go up against them, don't do it with malice. Don't do it with a lust for retaliation. But do it because you love the game and you want to improve as a player. Find any other reason that's positive. Any reason at all. But don't let them drive you. For example, there is a rule that the people, the admins, enforce that I play with. If someone doesn't call their hits, you shoot them. Still not calling their hits, you shoot them again. Maybe you have semi on, maybe you have full auto on, and you let off a burst. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Shoot them a couple times, but when that doesn't work, you switch to full auto. You're not playing games at that point. Now, this isn't retaliation. This is making the game better. That's what you should be doing when you come up against these people. Your goal is to make the game better for all those around you, because the attitude that that offender brings, it not only affects you, it not only has to deal with them, but it affects everyone that's playing out there that day. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do right by the other players and by the game that we all love. But there is something wrong with it when you let ill intentions guide you. They're not worth it. And don't give them the satisfaction that they want. Give them what they deserve. Now, this has been Real Talks with Warden. I would love to see you guys commenting and discussing what I've had to say. What are your thoughts on this? And what are your thoughts on what Marcus said? If you want to find what Marcus writes, or what Marcus wrote down, you can look it up on the internet, Meditations. It's going to be Chapter 2 or Book 2. So you type that in and it's going to be the first paragraph. Or the first paragraph, the first section. On to another note. Now, I know I'm far off from a 100 subscriber special, but, you know, if, and hopefully when we get there, I had 2 ideas to do for the special. One could be a Q&A with myself, Warden. Whether you want to know more about me on the field or about me off the field, I'll probably end up live streaming it off my Instagram and posting the questions and the video on the YouTube channel, although it's still, like I said, a long ways off. Or I can do a loadout video with my current loadout that I run today. Now, granted, there are some things that are privy to change on my standard loadout as I'm still trying to piece it all together, but what I have, I'd be more than happy to showcase to you guys. So comment below also, not just your thoughts on what we've talked about, but also what you would want to see for a 100 subscriber special. So, until then, this is Warden. Ronin all the way, and stay melee, my friends.